much. I'm so excited to be here. I am joined today with Valiant, who is going to be helping me do my run today. How are you doing, Valiant?
I am doing great. Thank you so much, Brianna.
Are you psyched about this? Do you think we're going to do it?
I think we're gonna pop off.
I think so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the game. You can see I've already erased file A. We're going to be running the Game Boy version of Super Mario 2. This is called Super Mario Advance. As someone who has obsessively played every single version of Super Mario 2, in my opinion, this is the very best one. So yeah, we're going to be running through.
Choose a player.
And this is, of course, a Peach-only speedrun. It is Women's History Month, so we're going to be celebrating that with Princess Peach, who is the only character I have ever bothered to learn in this game.
And we are off. We're zooming very, very fast. So some of the strats that Brianna's going to be using here are a little bit safer than what you would expect to see out of her world record runs. And that's just for marathon consistency. But we're taking a back door right now.
Yeah, it's still going to be fast, but you know, some of the things we do to save, like, you know, a fraction of a second, it's you know, World 1 and World 2 kind of have a reputation as a jail level for this game. So we're just going to play it a little bit safer. Okay, you can see I missed the first Berta bus because Berta did not instantly fire her egg when we came down, which is too bad.
So what we're doing is we're jumping up, we're doing a little bit of a hover to grab that egg, and then we're just throwing it right back in order to do that fight.
Correct. And Peach has the slowest lift speed, which is a blessing and a curse in this run. It's a blessing because Peach has a lot of iframes as she is lifting that up and throwing it. So you'll see some strats later where we just lift up something through a fireball, which is very, very convenient.
And we saw, maybe briefly there, as we went down there, Brianna actually found that you're able to save a lot of time and go faster if you take the rug down there at the bottom instead of going through the top.
That's correct. Now, people that know the Toad version of this run, which is the typical path through, will note I did not do the rug zip on that. And the reason is Peach has the hardest time doing the rug zip consistently. This is where you duplicate the rug, and there are two of them shooting across the screen. We don't do that just because I probably fail at it 2 times out of 3, and we're just trying to do a safer marathon pace run for you today. You know, it doesn't save that much time. It's but it is something you end up dying a lot.
And I mean, if we have any donations, we could get one in real quick here if you'd like.
Absolutely. We have a $25 donation here from Bucci saying, Woo! Let's go!
Let's go! Thank you!
So we just warped from 1-3 all the way to 4-1. Those potions that we'll be picking up occasionally, if you throw them on certain areas, will cause a door to appear. Those will usually take you to like a pipe warp where you can get coins, but certain locations will allow you to world warp. And in the GBA version, if you warp past a world, so we warped to 4-1, we are now able to access any level that occurs earlier than 4-1. So we warped to 4-1 so that we could get to 3-1. We get to 3-1 because we're going to warp to 5-1.
Yeah, and then back to
4-2.
4-2. Yeah, I've never timed it out. I almost want to because most of the speedrunning tactics with this game were developed with Toad. And I'm not entirely convinced that it's going to be fastest with Peach not to just play through 4-1 without doing the save and quit strat. Like, it's not it's not that long a level. You just end up jumping over an Autobomb and jumping over a bunch of unpleasant stuff. So this is my... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just going to say this game has a bunch of very fun tech, and all of them are different for every single character, where Peach ends up actually being one of the most difficult ones to do well because she is unfortunately not as fast, also can't jump, as like her jumps a little bit less, just everything's just a little bit less, but we get to abuse some of these game mechanics more with Peach than we can with other characters.
That's exactly right. Really, you know, Peach is kind of the Wild West when it comes to Super Mario 2 speedrunning, just because she's the least known character. You know, and to me, she's always been the most fun to play. Like that hover, the hover mechanic you were just seeing, it's a lot of fun to do.
We could probably get a very quick donation read in here as well.
I'm happy to do that for you. We have a $50 donation
Woo!
from Chief Beef saying, "Let's go, Peach." Do we have time for one more?
Go for it.
We have a $20 donation from Anon saying, "Great cause, glad to donate." Well, we're happy to have your donation, Anon.
Thank you so much, Anna. So this right here is a very hard thing for Peach to do. Luigi can just jump up automatically and he's fine. For Peach, you're really at the mercy of which direction that Bomb decides to go. So it's always really harrowing being on World 5-3 because you never know if it's going to explode at your feet and make a dead run.
Yeah. And Brianna's being very kind there in saying how difficult it is, because you do actually have to go to a very specific micro tile in order to get that jump to work. So
Yep.
we're just waiting for just the absolute tightest timing you can get right there.
I did it! Okay, that is one of the hardest things to do in the run. That is a Peach strat. Again, most people, when they play through this, you get to do it with Luigi, which is very easy, right? He just jumps high and he floats over that wall. With Peach, you have to run and jump off that at a very specific timing. Additionally, you'll see the way I'm coming off the ladder here. Her vine jump timing, which you just saw there, only has it's a 3-frame window. With Luigi, that's 8, so it's much, much harder to do the vine jump with Peach.
And what you saw there is, we're still full-size Peach, but that definitely looked like, we got hit by those fireballs, and that's because we're able to grab those the little capsule, and we have invincibility frames or iframes during that animation there, so we're able to avoid that.
Yeah, it's one of the few situations where Peach's small size actually works to your advantage. So one of the things people should know is this is a really hard game to play on original hardware. Most of the Super Mario Advance community plays on the emulators. Like, it's perfectly legal. But for people like me, I just think there's something magical about playing on the real hardware. So the reason I jumped on that ladder there is because I was going to come down and get hit by an egg.
And I'm just there is a very brief second where Brianna was going and was on one chain, jumped to another chain, and then immediately jumped up. She skipped a loading zone, and there was so many just frame perfect inputs that just happened right there during commentary, and I don't know how you just did that, but I'm very, very impressed.
It's playing too much of this game. All right, so now we take out Fanto. This is a pretty good pace run.
Yeah. We could probably do a quick quick donation as soon as we get rid of Fanto. There we go.
Happily able to do that. We have a $10 donation from Genko saying VVV is one of my favorite Rage games. Super excited to see it get completely wrecked. Thanks for keeping me company at work all week.
Yeah, I love VVV.
It's honestly a great game.
Okay, so I've screwed up 2 of the vegetable throws in the cycle. This ward fight is really, really hard.
And so what we have to do is these pipes in the middle spit out vegetables. It is a consistent pattern, so we are able to predict that at least, but then we are trying to catch those gaps in between the bubbles. So that we can throw the vegetables. And so I believe ideally you would catch the vegetable and then throw within the same bubble cycle, but we're being a little bit safer.
Yeah, the safest thing to do is actually jump over Wart and hit him from behind, but it's just too slow a tactic to do in a speed run. Here we go.
And time will end when we go through the store.
So this is one of my very favorite parts, is the ending of the game, because it goes through and it tallies up who exactly contributed to what levels in the game. And we're about to see it's 100% Princess Peach. Princess Peach is getting it done with only 4 levels beaten to beat Super Mario Advance, which I think is awesome. She is the MVP.
Yeah. That was so fast. Good job.
I didn't screw up. That was my biggest, that's the biggest worry of any speedrunner. You're going to screw up on stream.
Yeah. No, you hit like every single, every part that you were like, oh, I might need a couple of lives here is just absolutely perfect. That was...
Nailed it.
That was so good.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, I think we have time to try to go through it one more time, a little bit more aggressively, if you want to give it a go. We'll see how far we can get.
Choose a player.
All right, so one of the things you have to do is for every one of those 2 world loading screens, there's a frame perfect input to be able to nail the A button to get to cycle to the very next screen. So interestingly, in this game, like working through the your menu skills, very important. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, yep, okay, cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bree, where can we find you?
You can see me on Twitter, as long as Twitter exists, which is Brianna Wu on Twitter.
And you can find me on Twitch. I speedrun Stardew Valley, and also on Twitter as well, theValiantSun.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a blast.
Thank you so much, Brianna. What an amazing run. I honestly wish I could run that fast in a dress. Peach is a pro in heels. We have a $100 anonymous donation. Thank you so much, Anonymous. And with that, why don't we sit back, relax, and go to a break. Welcome back, everybody. How was your break? Y'all get your hot drinks? Now, I just wanted to take a second to highlight the amazing organization that is making all of this possible, Frame Fatels. Frost Fatels is presented by Frame Fatels, an all-women community for all of those who are interested in speedrunning, charity events, and gaming. In addition to our two flagship events of Frost Fatels and Flame Fatels, we have a supportive community Discord with activities year-round, including Game of the Month and randomizer events. If you are a woman and you would like to join the Frame Fatels Discord server, DM at Frame Fatels Twitter account or the GDQ Instagram account, or send an email to framefatels@gamesdonequick.com. All women, cis, trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming are all welcome to join. We have a few donations here. We have $50 from Barbara with no comment. Thank you so much, Barbara. We appreciate you and your donation. We have a $20 anonymous donation. Always thank you to Anonymous. And we have a $25 no comment donation from Chase. Now on that note, we are on our way to watch the Stonefly Any% run by Roadkill Revenge. Roadkill, take it away.